known as cosine rule. This rule is adapted for triangles whose only supplied angle has no relationship with the given side. Somebody say, how will I know which rule to use? How will I know which rule to apply? This is one of the ways you will be able to identify the situation that warrants a cosine rule. Let me say it again. This rule is adapted for triangles. Cosine rule is adapted for triangles that the given side has no relationship with the given angle. You'll be given two sides and an unknown angle. You'll be given two sides and an unknown angle, or you'll be given the three sides and you'll be asked to determine an unknown angle. Two situations will present itself. Is either you'll be given two sides and one angle, two sides and one angle. And the clause or the caveat on it is the angle that you'll be supplied with, we have no relationship with the two sides. Now the second situation, in which case the cosine rule can be applied, is you'll be given three sides and no angle. When you are presented with a triangle of this format, like this one, let me write the two examples that we're going to be dealing with. This is ABC, and then you have 4 cm, you have 3 cm, you have 60 degrees. Then the second one looks like this. You have 4 cm, and then 3 cm. 5 cm, 3, and then 4. When you have, let's say the triangle is PQR, when you have these two types, these two situations, know that this is not asking you to use a sine rule. Sine rule cannot help you in this situation. This is the situation that calls for cosine rule. Look at these two sides. We're given small c and small b, and the angle that we're given is for A. So when you meet this kind of triangle and you have been asked to determine an unknown side like x or small a, know that what you're going to use to bail yourself out of this condition is cosine rule. Again, another situation that presents itself that calls for the use of cosine rule is a situation where the triangle that you are presented with has 3 sides and no angle, and you have been asked to determine any of the angles there. So what we're going to do is, in the first case, we will determine the value of x, which is small a. Like I already explained to us when I was teaching us sine rule, I said the side that is opposite the angle is known as small b. This one is known as small a. This one is known as small c. That is the way it's written. So in this case, we are determining small a. And then for the second example, we can determine any angle of our choice, any angle at all. So we can choose to find angle P. We can determine angle P. All right, let me now write the cosine rule on the board. This will, and I think it's something that we can memorize, just like the sine rule. It's not difficult. It's something that is we can memorize. This is the way it is. A squared equals to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. And then we have b squared equals to a squared plus c squared minus 2ac cos b. C squared equals to a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cos c. Somebody say, oh, teacher, this thing is difficult to remember. No. When I was like you, let me tell you how I used to do it. Look at all these three prototypes with A, B, and C. Now, if A is the one that you want to determine, the two letters that will be on this side will be B and C. These same letters will also be the one here. And then the angle of the side that is here is the one that you are going to use. Again, look at B. When you choose the side B or small letter B, the other two sides are what you will use, A and C, AC. And then the angle of the side that is here is the one that will be on this side. Again, look at C. The other two letters are the ones you're going to use, A, B. And then you have AB. And then the angle that is here, the angle of the side that's here is one that appears on the angle. So if you master it that way, I'm not sure you're going to have any problem. But anyway, let's go on with this. So this one is small a, this is small b, this is small c, and this is angle A. And so for this equation, we'll use the first one. Like I said again, let me repeat it. The examples we're given is just a prototype. When you meet with your questions, the triangles may not be labeled A, B, C. So you must know how to manipulate this formula when you are faced with a question so you may not see, if you do not see A, B, C, then you now say, oh, it's not cosine rule. No. Look at this. This one is PQ hard. Does that mean we cannot use cosine rule on it? No. What it means is just know where to put small p, know where to put small q, know where to put small r. And once you have that all together, then you're not going to have a problem. Alright? So we have chosen the first one because it's the one that suits our own arrangement. It's the one that suits the arrangement we have on the board. Alright? So A is unknown, so you write A squared. B is 3, so you have 3 squared. C is 4, so you have 4 squared. Minus, if I were you, I would open a bracket, 2 times 3 times 4. BC, the 3 and 4. And then cos 60, cos 60. And then I'll close the bracket. I'll come back here. A squared is still A squared. 3 squared is 9. 4 squared is 16. And then we have 2 times 3 times 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. 24 cos 60. If you use your calculator or your 4-figure table to determine the value of cos 60, I'm sure what you get is 0.5 or half. Again, A squared is 9 plus 16 will give you 25. 9 plus 16 will give you 25. And then you have minus, and then you have 24 times 0.5. Again, that gives you 12. So you have A squared equals to 25 minus 24